Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the Prosperous Yogini podcast, episode 21. And today I'm super excited because the doors to my signature 6-month coaching and mentoring program for yoga teachers are reopening tomorrow. And I thought I would use the fact that I have a mentoring and coaching program to talk to you today about the differences between what a mentor and coach might be. Of course, why you need to come and join my program, the benefits of working with someone, whether they label themselves as a coach or as a mentor. Before I launch into that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of the history behind my mentoring program. So I've been training yoga teachers since about 2017. And whenever you train yoga teachers, I started off training them in my specialist areas of pregnancy, postnatal and toddler yoga. And then I launched a full foundation yoga teacher training course. And whenever you're working with people to become yoga teachers or to gain specialist skills and knowledge, there's a degree of coaching and mentoring that goes along with that. And then, as you know, March, April 2020, COVID comes along and my business drastically changed. And one of the things that really surprised me about the change in my business was the numbers of yoga teachers that were coming to me and just asking for help, asking for support. Like, I wasn't looking for them. They just kept appearing in my inbox and in my messages. And alongside training and my classes, I started coaching, mentoring yoga teachers in initially adapting to the COVID crisis, but it soon just rolled into helping them build, grow and scale their yoga business. And I wasn't looking for this part of my business. It started to come to me and it started to happen. And if you find this happening in your business, whatever it might be, I will just let you know now, this is a humongous sign from the universe. It's like the universe saying, hello, this is what you're meant to do, or this is where you should be going now. So I was like, people are coming to me, people are asking me, and I won't lie, it's female yoga teachers. They're coming to me and they're asking me for help and advice on all aspects of running their yoga business. And I was spending quite a lot of time, like initially for free, often helping these teachers. And I just had this thought that I have to do something and I have to better organize how I support yoga teachers in their business, as well as gain confidence and skills and knowledge in their teaching. So I've had this dream. I've literally had this dream to set up my mentoring program for about 12 months now. And I knew I was going to do it in 2022. My word for 2022, and I'll talk about words versus goals and New Year's resolutions nearer the end of December. But my word for 2022 was possibility. And I've been all about opening the door to possibilities, opening the door to new opportunities. Like, and this podcast, this is a great example of the opening the door of the possibility. I kind of had a rough idea I'd be good at doing a podcast and maybe it would work out for me in terms of content and the way I will share my views, my messaging, my marketing with the world. And then I can't exactly quite remember when it was, but at some point this year I was out with some friends. I wasn't drinking, but one of my friends was, and I drove her home and I was just dropping her off, and do forgive my language coming up here, but she was just like, Amy, she runs her own business. She's got a product, very successful product-based business. And she was like, we were just chatting away about things. And I was telling her about my dream to have a mentoring program, my dream to help empower female yoga teachers to share their gifts with the world and make money. Like that frustration I have, I kept meeting all these brilliant women with all these brilliant knowledge and skills that are really helping people, yet they were struggling to make money. They were heading to burnout and they believed they weren't good enough. And it was just like, I was like, I have to do something about this. I have to do something about this. So we're chatting away as I'm driving her home. And anyway, she just turns around and she says, Amy, you know what? You were born to talk. You were born to talk shit. And I was like, yes, I know. She's like, you must start a podcast. You must start a podcast. And literally, I went home that evening. I wrote it down in my journal, podcast. And here we are. Episode 21 into my podcast, my weekly podcast as well. So I've had this dream to start the mentoring program. Now, when you start anything new, particularly I'm thinking of a bigger course, and it might be an in-person or online course, either or. You're often not 100% sure how it might work. You're not often 100% sure how you may deliver it, what's going to be the most successful way to deliver it for those that the course is intended for. So you'll have what they call in the online world a beta stage, and that just means like a testing stage. And in your testing stage, what you do is you put your idea out there. You invite people, often people who people who are warm in your audience, know you really well, often your super fans. You invite people into this new course, this new program, this new training to come along with the journey. So that's exactly what you did. I did. I launched my mentoring program back in July at a really, really good price to those already in my community. And I was kind of upfront, this is a new program I'm creating as I go along. I'm going to be figuring stuff out, but I really need you guys in it to help me, because otherwise I'm just making this up by myself, imagining that it might be useful, or imagining it might be good to deliver it this way. So a group of yoga teachers that I trained came into the program, and I've been working with them since July. And I'm just super excited about my program, because my mind is blown. My mind is blown what's happened to these teachers since I've been working with them since July. They've created websites. They've got clear on who their ideal client is, who their dream client is. That's helped them to really refine their messaging, their copy, their marketing, their offers. They've started new classes. Their classes are full and continue to be full. They've refined their offers. They've got clear on their money mindset, or not clear on your money mindset. No, I'm not clear on my money mindset, but they've worked on their money mindset. They've got really clear on their offers. They've refined their prices to better reflect the energy exchange. We're already all now looking towards 2023 and what our offers are going to be in the new year and what we're hoping to achieve. It's brilliant. And like even today, I've checked the website copy for someone. I did a quick call where we went through layout of website. I've answered a question. Someone sent me a lesson plan that they're teaching tonight. I've answered the question on that. So it is all aspects of being a yoga teacher in my mentoring program. Yes, I'll talk about the business side of things. And I think I come at it very much how I come at it, like hand on heart, right? I'm a yoga teacher. I signed up to be a yoga teacher because I just love yoga and I want to share the gift of yoga with the world. And I probably hadn't really thought, I did my teacher training, started a few classes. This is all very nice. I probably hadn't really thought that I'd be running a business, and it's taken me a good many years to first of all process that, come to terms with that, and actually learn about how you run a business. And in that process, I have completely learned that all the things we know through our yoga practice, through the philosophical side of yoga, through the practice of yoga, that daily commitment to come to our mats, this is just how you run a business. And I think yoga teachers get really stuck in this sense of overwhelm, that they've got to do all of this, that they've got to have a marketing strategy, that they've got to be on social media all the time, copy, website, marketing, messaging, and you're like, launching. I just want to be a yoga teacher. And if you're listening to this and going, Amy, I get it. The reason why I get it, because at the heart of everything is I am a yoga teacher. I'm just like you. I just want to teach yoga. But I have totally come to that place where, as part of my job, as part of my role as a boss in my business, is I am running a business, and this doesn't have to be hard and complicated unless I create it to be hard and complicated. And so much of those business gurus, business advice out there seems completely overwhelming, because they want you to think it's hard. They want you to give them loads of money and tell them so they can give you a magic formula so your business can thrive. And you know what? It doesn't work like that. All you need to do is be 100% authentically you, have a few systems in place, get that beautiful brain of yours, those self-limiting beliefs, have a system to help you work through them and keep them in check. Step into your soul purpose, step into this place that the universe wants you to be in. And in that place, your marketing's magnetizing anyway. People literally seem to come to you. I go back to that point I was making at the start of this podcast, how I hadn't put myself out there as a mentor for yoga teachers. This wasn't on my radar, yet I had people appearing in my inbox and asking me for help. And the more I helped them and the more successful I was at helping them, the more they seemed to appear. That's, by the way, magnetic marketing. When you step into your soul purpose, when you do what lights you up, when you start going, yes, this is what I was meant to do. And the universe goes, there's co-creation here. The universe goes, yes, this is what you meant to do. And they just send those people to you. They just send those people to you. Yes, a good website with clear messaging, an intentional effort to build your mailing list so you can talk to these people. It all helps. It all helps. But behind it all is stepping right into that place where you are meant to be right now. So I realize this podcast is meant to be, sorry, sidetracked, about a difference between a coach and a mentor. I won't lie, I did Google this. I had a rough idea. So I'm going to say now the difference between a coach and mentor is the lines are grey. The lines are grey. Let's just say it's like the human body. There are no straight lines. It isn't, this is the end of the yang and the beginning of the yin. They blur into each other. But in terms of, if you're like Amy, I've tuned in for a definition between the difference of a mentor and a coach, here it is. So a mentor shares their knowledge, skills, and experience to help others develop and grow. They are more directive. So you'll find a mentor talking and giving instruction and telling you what they did. And I think probably I see myself, I position myself as that mentor. I am using my 13 plus years as a yoga teacher, my 10 plus years of doing this as full-time self-employed, my 10 plus years of having a sustainable, profitable business, doing a variety of things. I've taught weekly classes. I've had studios, one that was not successful, one that was really successful. I have done workshops. I've taught on retreats. I've created and set up teacher training programs, both in person and online. In the last few years, I've built a successful online business, courses, memberships, training programs. Like I do say, I've pretty much done it all. I have pretty much done it all. And I am using that vast experience to help you create the business that you want to create. Your dream yoga business, the stuff that you want to do, not copy me. No, I don't want you to copy me because you're not me, but I will empower you, because this is when anything in my business has worked for me. When things have flowed, it's when it's been like, yes, this is what I really want to do. And my background actually is in education. If you don't know, I actually went to music college, trained as an orchestral viola player. And that music college, like the nerves crippled me. Hand on heart, I can say this now, good sort of like 22 plus years later. I'm getting goosebumps saying this to you, but hands on heart, I was not meant to be a professional musician. It just wasn't what I was meant to be. Now, actually, I'm glad I went to music college because I had a wonderful experience. I met my husband, and I think maybe one of the reasons that I'm quite good at sticking a camera and a microphone in front of me is I am used to performing and that sort of like pressure of performing. Anyway, I realized at music college, and the nerves were crippling me, that I ain't going to make it as a professional musician. It was never going to work for me. So I went straight into age 21. I trained to be a music school teacher, secondary school music teacher, and taught secondary school music in secondary schools for a good 12 years. There was a stage in my life where I was a part-time teacher, part-time yoga teacher. Then I had my son and I didn't go back into teaching. Within that period of 12 years, I also trained music teachers. I set up the Cornwall Skit PGCE certificate in music education, and I trained music teachers. I have been in education. I have been in training my whole career. Like I just know what makes a good teacher of anything. I also know how to support people compassionately so they thrive. Whether they are training to be music teachers, or whether they're training to be yoga teachers, or whether they're yoga teachers who just need that confidence and a little bit of business knowledge to step into their light and thrive. And that's why I, see myself as a mentor, and I'm using not just the years of experience as a yoga teacher, but my whole career as someone who's been involved in training and education. Little caveat, sidestep here, yoga teachers, I'm pretty sure you've got other life experiences that come into the mix when it comes into your teaching. So often when I see someone who newly qualified, not been teaching for that long, couple of years, and they think, well, I've only just started teaching, and I shouldn't charge X, Y, and Z. And I'll be like, but you in your previous career, you did this, in your previous career, you did this, and you've got these experiences. Don't discount them. Or you practice yoga for 12 years. Just because you've recently trained, you've got 14 years experience of the practice of yoga. This is valuable and needs sharing with the world, and shouldn't be a reason why you discount your prices just because you've been qualified for 2 years. Anyway, I digress. A coach is someone who provides guidance to a client on their goals and helps them reach their full potential by posing questions and giving them space to reflect. So reflecting and raising awareness. So a mentor is instructing and telling and sharing their experiences. And a coach is more posing questions and giving their client who they're coaching space to reflect on those questions and come up with the answers themselves. Right. I'll let you know now, in my coaching and mentoring program, both happen. There is, so the way that my Prosperous Yogini 6-month program works, there is a 6-module self-study program, right? Where I am telling you, I am instructing you literally in all aspects of running your yoga business. We start by working on your reason why you want to do this, what your dream business would look like, because reverse engineering is so important. Because when we step into why, what it is we want to do, how we want to work, why we're doing this, what we would like to earn from our yoga business, how many hours we'd like to work a week, the type of people we'd like to help, and why, when we step into this place of clarity, you begin to say, well, Gay Hendricks calls are enlightened. Yes, you step into your zone of genius and you say yes to what lights you up. Honestly, when you get to that place, when you say yes to what lights you up in your zone of genius, your business will grow and flow. You don't actually need to go past module 1, but I will encourage you to do so. So module 1 is your whys and your desires, what you really want to create. Module 2 is mindset and money, because what's probably blocking you from really stepping into your light, creating what you want, is your beautiful brain that just wants to keep you safe. We are heavily conditioned. Our beautiful brain, a lot of the stuff we picked up in the first 7 years of our life, and we want to stick with the tribe. We don't want to fail. We want people to like us. We are crippled by imposter syndrome that tells us any minute now someone's going to find out that we're not good enough. So the best thing we can do is keep ourselves small and quiet. Not to mention, women are hardwired to undercharge and over deliver. Now, I know you've heard me say this before. 75% of all yoga teachers in the world are women. And I'm like, think about it. There's a belief in the yoga world that it's hard to make money teaching yoga, that you shouldn't make money teaching yoga. And who is the majority of the workforce? Women. But if you step back and look at what the yoga industry is worth, the yoga industry is worth $37 billion. $37 billion. It's projected to grow to $67 billion in 2027. I just, like, when I got these statistics, the fire in my belly to start my mentoring program went up a notch, because I'm like, here, the majority of workforce are women. But here we are, believing and feeling it's hard to make money as a yoga teacher. We shouldn't make your money as a yoga teacher. Yet this is a multi-billion-dollar industry that is set to grow. So something's not adding up here. And I'll tell you what it is. It is our beautiful brains, okay, our beautiful brains, that is stopping us from stepping into our light, opening the door to the flow of money, opening the door to spreading our light and helping people through yoga. Because this is it. It's not about making money. I mean, making money is part of it. If you got a business, right? Does McDonald's, that's a bad example, sorry for using McDonald's. Does McDonald's feel guilty about making money? No. Let me use a better example. My children love McDonald's. Sorry. You're like, why is Amy talking about McDonald's? I didn't like McDonald's until they introduced the plant burger. And now I do, but I blame my children and my husband on this. Just think of any business, think of any business that you have recently used, okay? Do they feel like they shouldn't make money? Like, I'll take my local shop, the Co-op. Does the Co-op shop think that that shouldn't make money? No, because if the Co-op shop isn't making money, I'm still laughing about my McDonald's analogy. If the Co-op shop isn't making money, then that shop will have to close. Then when I need milk or forgot to add washing powder or run out of bin bags, I can no longer pop to my local shop to get those things I need. That's going to be pretty devastating for me because where I live, that's the only shop. Think of it like that in terms of your yoga business. If your yoga business isn't profitable, sustainable, then at some point that is an energetically out of balance business. So at some point you will have to stop. So people will not benefit from the value, the transformation of yoga that you have to offer them. And this is where we have to really get our business head on and separate ourselves from yoga. And this is what I will help you do in my mentoring program. So module 1 is your whys, your desires. Module 2 is helping you navigate, not overcome, because we're human. We've got this beautiful brain. It wants to keep us safe, help to navigate our beautiful brain. A lot of that has to do with the nervous system, by the way, and also working on our money mindset. So we know that it is totally safe to make money and teach yoga. Not just that, as I've just used the example of McDonald's and the Co-op shop, it is essential for your business to make money in order for you to teach yoga, in order for you to serve people through yoga. Talking to someone else about this the other day, someone who I was mentoring, and I was saying to her, look, you do X, Y, and Z, and your business becomes more profitable. You have more money coming in. You have more time. You have an abundance and excess of time and money. Okay. Well, then you can do something with that. You can do something with your excess money. If you want to donate it to charity, go for it. You can do something with your excess time. If you want to go and give some of your time and teach yoga into the local old people's home, or support young teenage mums that are pregnant, or whatever, an abundance of time or money, energy, an abundance of energy in your business means you can use that to go and use yoga to help the world. I mean, that's what is so crazy when I see people talking about you shouldn't make money teaching yoga, because I'm like, look, I'm sure that reason you have that feeling is because you feel like you're a yoga teacher so you can do good in the world. But you see, the thing is, money is an amplifier, and money is an energetic amplifier. So if you've got time and space, additional money, additional time and energy, you can use that to do good in the world. There is nothing wrong with earning money from teaching yoga. Then module 3 is really meaty module in the self-study program. It's our marketing and messaging, and literally take you through all aspects of building your website, refining your website, your copy, your messaging, how to set up a mailing list if you haven't already, how to intentionally grow your mailing list, social media, how we can use social media without needing to spend hours on it or spending hours creating reels. Also other ways that we can market and message to people, like physically talking to them, or maybe a YouTube channel, or whatever way. And it's not like I don't come up with some content planning strategy that you must stick to. I totally empower you to find a way that you want to speak to the world, and just a little tweak into your messaging, understanding who your offers are for. No niching down, just you're the niche in your business, but who your offers are for, and calling out your dream ideal client helps to magnetize them towards you. And that module is so useful because that's often the bit that people find themselves banging their heads against a brick wall, like, I haven't got a marketing strategy, I'm not any good on social media, I hate social media, what mailing list, what's copy. Honestly, I demystify the lot. I demystify the lot. And actually, it don't take you that long to get through it. Module 4 is selling. Selling is service. And so many yoga teachers feel icky about selling. It ties back into our money mindset that we shouldn't be making money from teaching yoga, or that we're this pushy salesman. I highlight the ethics of yoga that you know so well, few simple strategies to sell with, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it doesn't even feel like selling. You're not selling. Like, selling for me is the end of the market. Did we talk about marketing and selling as being two different things? Like, we talk about muscles and fascia as being two different things. You would have heard me talk about this before. Selling is just the end of that marketing. I've built this relationship with you. I've told you how I can help you. I understand your problems. We built up that relationship of know, like, and trust. And at the end of that, I say, look, this is how I can help you. Would you like it? That's selling. But it's not attached selling. But if you don't want it, fine. I love you. I wish you well. You know, I'm calling out those people that want this offer and are going to buy into my offer. So I really get you basically at peace with your selling and the act of selling. Selling is service. Module 5, I love module 5. Module 5 is work smarter. So there are so many hats that we wear as yoga teachers. Yeah, the teaching of yoga is the service we provide. The rest is running our business. And this is like what I call the back office. Back office. What are you talking about, Amy? Like all the admin, the replying to all the messages and emails, your paperwork, your tax return, your insurance, everything that comes down, boundaries around working with clients, everything that comes into like this back office admin stuff that needs to happen to keep your business ticking over. And I am a major fan of working smarter, not harder. And any system that you can put in place, and I share my systems with you, any systems that you can put in place and ways that you can just reduce your admin time, because time is money, time is energy. So you don't burn out, so you do have time to do your own yoga practice, hang out with your family, spend that time planning that class. That's what happens in module 5. And then module 6 is scaling, how we can grow the income potential in your business and help more people. So it's not just about going online and creating online courses. There's lots of things in the scaling. I give you models and possibilities and ideas that you can use to take your current existing offers and build on that. So you create a diverse range of income streams, or maybe you're a one big idea person, whatever works for you, and help more people and share the gifts that are yoga with the world. So that's the program, 6 modules, self-study on demand. You have ongoing access to that. There's no time limit on that. Alongside that, there are 2 bonus modules, leveraged, how to start, sell, and scale online. That leverage training is gold dust. It literally takes you through everything you need to know to set up an online course, to get yourself set up online. And the art of teaching yoga, and I've put in brackets everything, because although the mentorship program does predominantly focus on the business side of things, I totally get it. That part of your business is the service of teaching yoga. And as an ex-school teacher, when I was a school teacher, we would regularly observe each other. We would regularly support each other, bounce ideas, ask questions about that. And one of the things that's massively missing when we become a self-employed solo yoga teacher is that. So the mentorship program is a place where you can ask me questions about your teaching, where you can run past lesson plans past me, where if something's happening in a class with a student and you want some feedback, just ask way. That's what I'm here for. So that's the self-study program. Alongside that, there's an initial 6 months of community and support. You get personalized individual support with yours truly. You literally hire me on your team for 6 months. I am hired on your team for 6 months. So you can ask me a question anytime about any aspect of running your business or what you've been working through in the self-study program and bonuses. You can ask away. We have a forum space. It's not on Facebook. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook groups, but I use something called Circle, which is way better than Facebook. You can ask on the forum space in Circle any question, anytime. Within 48 hours, I get back to you. Not just that, I use the voice messaging walkie-talkie app. That is Voxer. You want to ask me a question? I like talking. If you haven't guessed, remember my friend said to me, Amy, you can talk for Britain, you can talk shit for Britain. So the Voxer walkie-talkie app was literally designed for me. I've got my phone here. But say you've got a question and you're like, oh, I need to ask Amy that. Like, it can be a bit of an effort writing an email or even writing something into the chat forum, or perhaps you want to keep it personal. You can just send me via Voxer a voice messaging app and I will get back to you. As part of this personalized support, I'll be looking over your website, your copy, your offers, your new idea. Perhaps you want to start an online course. I can help you with that. Perhaps you want to start a teacher training program. I can help you create the curriculum, the sales page, and a launch plan to fill it. Perhaps you're a newly qualified teacher and you want to get it right from the start and you need some extra support. I can help you start your business from scratch and get it right from the get-go. Or perhaps you've been teaching for a few years, you've hit an income ceiling, you're feeling like you're getting close to burning out, and you want to know how you can earn more and work less. Like, literally, I can help you. And that personalized support through the chat forum and our Voxer messaging means I can directly support you with exactly what's going on in your business. There's nothing generic about this mentoring program. Although it's group, there is 6 months of personalized support from yours truly. Alongside that personalized support, we meet twice a month for 6 months, a live coaching call. You can come and ask questions, listen to other people's questions. It's so valuable because the problems that other people are having, I'm sure the problems that you have too. If you can't reach make them at coaching calls live, they're available for catch up. One of the most valuable things people find is actually rewatching those coaching calls. They just rewatch them like podcasts. You can ask questions at any point about a coaching call that happened in the past. We also have a monthly teaching clinic. One of the challenges as a yoga teacher, isn't it, that how do I keep my passion for yoga alive? How do I keep my practice alive? How do I find time to get to class? And it's so important that you do. So we do a monthly teaching clinic, which is a class delivered by yours truly, focusing on one aspect of teaching yoga. And then we have a Q&A after that, where we talk about things that are going on in our classes. It is, I have to say, I love it. I am this is what I was meant to do. I feel like this is what I was meant to do. It blows my mind when I think about what I've created, when I think about how it is changing the lives of those that are already in it. And whether it's a coach, whether you see me as a coach, whether you see me as a mentor, both are going on, by the way. I would love you to be part of this. So I really hope after you've listened to this podcast today, you'll click the link in the show notes, head over to my mentorship program and join today. It is a rolling program. You can join anytime. If you are happening to listen to this, now I've got to get the dates right. I'm not very good with dates. If you are listening to this podcast between Friday, the 4th of November, that's it, and Friday, the 11th of November 2022, to celebrate the doors reopening, I have got a very special offer. If you use the coupon code Doors Open, you will get a 33% discount. 33%. And if you're like, why 33? If you know anything about angel numbers or universal signs from the universe, you will know why I'm using the number 33. I've been seeing the numbers 369 a lot. So I'm just listening to the universe on that one. Check out the prices and you'll see the relevance there. So head over to amyyoga.com, click on mentoring. You will see my Prosperous Yogini 6-month group mentoring and coaching program. Honestly, you don't need any more training. You need me on your team. You need me on your team. This is the time to invest in you. Don't wait. Honestly, over the last few years where I've started working with coaches and mentors, they have changed every aspect of my life. And I am so excited about this program, so excited to work with you and support you. Remind you again, if you're listening to this episode between Friday the 4th of November, Friday the 11th of November 2022, and you go to the checkout and put in the code doors open or capital, you will get a 33% discount on both the full price of the program and the 6-month payment plan. The other thing just to note before I go, the payment plan, so the full price of the program is £996 and the 6-month payment plan is £166. If you are any good at maths, you will notice that there is no penalizing anyone if you need to spread the cost of this program. This actually, through all my pricing strategy on my foundation training course, on my specialist training courses and my mentorship program, this is the strategy I have adopted recently. It's not to say that if you are charging more for people for spreading the costs, I understand that. I've just intentionally decided not to do that, to say, hey, look, I trust you. I understand your reasons why you might be spreading the costs. There's no extra charge. Let's work together. Head over amyyoga.com, click on mentoring, hire me on your team. Together we will build, grow and scale your dream yoga business. It won't just stop there. It will change all aspects of your life. I am so excited to work with you. Okay, my darlings, on that, it's a long one, I think, today. On that, I will see you all next week.